All right, Cooper, welcome to Nashville. It's funny, I almost feel like we're on neutral territory for the next 2 rounds.
Yeah, no, it's cool to be in Nashville. You know, more East Coast based Supercross is cool. You know, especially for me growing up in North Carolina. Nashville's pretty far, but you know, just that East Coast vibe is always nice. So it's cool to be here, new town. It's a cool town, and like you said, something new for everybody. You know, we've never been to this venue. We don't know what the soil's like or anything like that. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, it's this weekend and next weekend being the 2 new ones that nobody knows anything about is starting kind of from scratch. So it's cool.
How much does the soil mean to you for setup or tire selection like that?
I think the soil's not a, life or death thing, but it is something that comes into play, whether it be ruddy or more hard pack, and setup does kind of go towards that. So but I would assume this one more than likely more ruddy, especially with the little bit of rain we've had and stuff. But it goes into play, but I don't think it's something where you're changing your whole bike, but little things here and there you would do to adapt for the soil.
You're in a good position. I think it's 17-point lead and 4 rounds left. Do you change up your approach at all? It's been sort of a charge forward year all year long. Do you kind of play smarter, or do you still charging it?
For me, I take it week by week, and I want to keep charging, really. I think once you go conservative, it's almost a little more inviting for mistakes or errors because you're not 100% focused on your approach that you've been having all year. So for me, obviously, you want to be smart. As a racer, I feel like I'm always trying to be smart, even when I'm, going for the win or making passes or whatever chances we're taking, So for me, I want to have the same approach, and like I said, last weekend was really good, but, there was 2 main events that I didn't win, so there's always room for improvement and to be better. So I want to really focus on trying to win.
Do you ever feel like you're a little under the microscope? Because back in the day, like Hannah and those guys are talking about, man, I want to break that guy's leg or something like that, and now it's like you get any kind of connection on the track and people are losing their minds.
It's a tough sport, and then this day with social media and media presence and everything, we're always on camera and we're always being watched, and so it's definitely a different era, but it's part of the territory and it's part of, our day and age. So, it's not just racing anymore. You gotta have a good presence, and, you try to relate to your fans, but that's the thing, you're gonna always have the naysayers, so it's, for me, I just do what I can and try to be true to myself and be the same always. So, yeah, it's tough with I'd say mainly social media, and like you said, the media you're always being watched. So you gotta have a good approach.
It's sort of a dream scenario to have 2 guys running 1-2 in the championship, but also when it gets down to the end, it gets a little tight.
Yeah, for sure. It's not new, it's not fresh. We already started the season pretty strong. So we've had both a good year, and it's awesome for the brand. To see KTM first, second, the Husqvarna guys as well sometimes, and top 3 in some main events is I don't think we ever seen that before for other brands. So very proud to be on that KTM again, and actually, it's going to be 10 years like this season. I don't know exactly the date, but since I moved to the Red Bull KTM family, so pretty unique, and I'm really happy.
It's almost must-win scenario for you for the rest of the season. How do you approach it?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going for the win. Like always, I would say, but definitely in this part of the season, it's going to be very important to get those 26 points for the win. Give my best, and just like other races, and that's all I can do.
You did bring the heat in that 3rd main last week.
Yeah, finally got a very good start, like second off that first turn, and then got into the lead on the straightaway and second turn. So, and I knew from now on I was leading. I knew nobody could catch me or pass me because the speed was really good. I was really happy about my riding and the bike setup, everything. So super confident, and yeah, I show everyone that finally, if I get a hole shot, then it's game on. So it's awesome.
Yeah, starts are always critical, but man, it seems like lately that's the decider quite a bit.
Yeah, starts super important. Always been every single year. When we have tough competition like that, you have to try to run away from those guys and have a clear track. It's super important.
It almost feels like these next 2 rounds are sort of neutral rounds. You know, we don't know what the dirt is, we don't know what the facility's like or anything like that.
Yeah, usually when we go to, for example, Atlanta or Daytona or whatever, we know those races, we know the stadium, we know the city, the airport, everything, you know. So Nashville is new for everyone, or basically, yeah, for sure for me. Never been here before, so I've heard a lot of good things about Nashville. So I'm about to go on a little tour and have some good time before tomorrow race.
Yeah, Nashville. I've heard it's cool. I came from the airport to the track, so seen the highway, which wasn't that cool. But yeah, I'm excited to be in Nashville. It's not too far from home. Short flight up, and yeah, it's going to be exciting new venue.
You gonna get a chance to check it out at all?
I haven't got to check anything out yet. I actually keep seeing the stadium behind us, and I'm like, I'd like to go in there and see what the dirt's like, because you know, it's always like, you know, fingers crossed we got that good tacky, like, ruddy dirt. So lately we've had some hard pack stuff. So I think my bike works pretty good in some deeper, tackier dirt. So I'm hoping it's like that.
Well, speaking of hard pack, I think your bike did a little hard packing on you last weekend.
I've been getting beat up the last month. This season's done a number on me. From an A2 till now, I've been seeing the ground a few times, which is not fun. But yeah, I had a hard crash in the second main event and took me out of it. So I'm just happy I'm here and, you know, able to gear up and, you know, support the team, because we need it right now, you know.
Obviously, the bike behind you doesn't have them, but a little bit different graphics for this weekend, too.
Yeah, it's quite cool. I mean, it's a good thing for St. Jude's. We're supporting that. And, yeah, it's always cool to have a little change to the, you know, we have a really long season, and it's cool to, you know, make a little change and set up a little excitement.
In a new city, new stadium, all set to go, and oh man, we don't get to ride press.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer. It would have been nice to kind of check the dirt and see the track and everything, but it's also cool to come in a day early, have some time to go and cruise town, and my family and I, we just had lunch in town and just kind of, you know, explore, do things that we don't normally get to do when you fly in on Friday, fly out on Sunday morning, and it's a little hectic, so it's okay.
All right, one thing I've noticed you doing this year, third gear starts, really?
What? Third gear starts?
I think I saw you click up twice when you were on
the gate.
Yeah.
I must have missed the gear the first time.
You're not giving it up, huh?
It depends on the day. I haven't done it every time, but occasionally.
Okay. All right, you're the neutral third party, so you're probably the best guy to ask. You know, we had a little conflict last weekend. What's it been like at Alden's, and is there a plan and a program for keeping everybody happy and safe out there?
Yeah, I mean, of course there's a plan. We all kind of sat down after the weekend and talked about it, and we're all adult enough to understand what we have going on, and you know, at the moment I don't really factor into it because I'm not in the chase or whatever, so I'm just trying to be as respectful to those guys as possible when racing. But in terms of how things were this week, it was really good. We all had a really productive week. We had a little bit of rain on Tuesday, so that changed our program a little bit, but other than that, I mean, it was business as usual. We rode together and bike rides together, gym together. It's all good.
Every week looks a little better for you.
Yeah, it is. It's coming better. This was definitely my best week of riding during the week, so hopefully that translates to the weekend. It's just been a tough road to play catch up when those guys are already going so fast and they're gaining each weekend, so it's hard to kind of gain more than they're gaining, you know. So but I think I've done quite well managing it and not getting too frustrated, just trying to stay in the moment and enjoy what I have and the opportunity that I have. That's the main thing, and the results will come. You know, the injury was really unfortunate, the worst possible timing really, but it's all coming around now.
Are we to the point in the season where you're starting to look forward to outdoors?
For sure. We've done 2 days now, last Monday and this past Monday, and it's going really well for me. I think as long as everything goes good here at the end of Supercross, I would really like to get in the top 5 and even on a podium before the end of the season, just to gain some momentum. I haven't given up on Supercross by any means. I'm still doing the normal Supercross program. So I think if I can gain some momentum from the end and then carry that into outdoors, it'd be really good for me.
All right, Kenny, I caught you in the middle of press day and spin time here.
Yeah, no, just trying to get a little bit rolling here, at least get some blood flow going.
So 2 weeks ago when I talked to you in Seattle, it was, man, I've been feeling down and not feeling that great. And then all of a sudden you bust out a good race in Seattle, and it started off good last weekend in Houston.
Yeah, looks good from the outside, but no, I've just still kind of dealing with the same thing. But I mean, we don't ever really have any off time, so and things, with tests that you do, those things take time for the results to come. So right now, just been trying to do the best that I can with how I feel. In the end, it doesn't matter how I feel. We still got to go out there and do the best. So try to forget about it and just kind of do what we do best, is hopefully get good starts and right up front.
Well, speaking of feeling good, how's the toe doing? Because it didn't look that great in the photos.
Dude, and you know what the crazy part is? It was so blue. Right now, there's nothing blue about it anymore. I thought for sure it turned black. But my nail is loose, so every time I'm in the shoe or in a boot, of course, I rode on Monday a little bit, and the track was kind of hard, and I slid a little bit, put my foot down, jammed it right back into the boot. But, I've had worse, so that shouldn't be the problem.
That first main looked great, though.
Yeah, first main was pretty good. I mean, it helps a lot getting a good start. And, that's kind of like what I've been struggling with lately, too. It's just I need to be up front more, which in the beginning of this season, we actually did pretty good. So I kind of trying to focus on that this weekend. It'll be kind of interesting here in Nashville just because I don't think anybody has seen the track. Nobody knows what the dirt's like. But just trying to get good qualification, but really focus on the start. Because if we're up front, it makes life a whole lot easier and safer.
So you didn't get a chance to sneak peek in there?
No, I haven't looked at anything yet. We kind of slept in today a little bit. Take today a little bit as an off day. And bummer that we can't ride, but it's not supposed to rain. But I don't think they're gonna uncover it and then cover it back up. So.
All right, Cole, we're here, but we're all dressed up and nowhere to go today.
Yeah. We haven't really gotten that much rain. I've been here since Wednesday. It's now Friday, and we really haven't gotten that much rain, just a light drizzle here and there, but better safe than sorry, I guess. I'd rather, them have the track covered and ready to go for Saturday than get in a few laps on Friday. So, yeah, but sitting around waiting. Nashville's a cool city, luckily, though, so we got to go explore and check some stuff out and do a bunch of press stuff yesterday, and just kind of enjoying it while I can.
Man, you busted out your best result of the year last weekend.
Yeah, last weekend was good. Finally made the way that I'm riding translate into a result. So I really don't like the Triple Crowns too. They're a lot of racing, so I was kind of nervous. I've been struggling with conditioning here and there. That's been my downfall this season, but kind of in the hardest round yet, I was able to pull out my best result. So definitely confidence booster. And this week I was feeling the flow at the test track, and it felt like I found some stuff with the bike and with myself the past few weeks. So usually this point in the season, I'm I'm exhausted. Can it be over yet? But I'm more excited now, finding motivation and this season's been weird for me. It's been I'm usually trying to figure out ways to get on the podium and why am I not on the podium kind of thing. But this year it's I really have to keep reminding myself all right, this is a rebuild year. I gotta where I came into this thing opposed to my competitors was way behind the 8 ball, so it's frustrating for me being in that position, but at the same time I'm really trying to stay positive and take away what I can each weekend. And luckily we got a good crew of guys behind me helping me push through it and find the positives and everything.
These 2 next weekends are kind of interesting with new stadiums and kind of some unknown in there.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the dirt is. I haven't been in the stadium yet, so that's kind of the one thing that varies from race to race, is the dirt, and nobody really knows how it's going to be here. So should be good though. I mean, this is a really awesome city. Everyone seems really happy to be, or that we're here, and excited to, race in Nashville, and hopefully we stick around. I like coming here a lot.
Welcome to Nashville. Man, neutral territory this weekend, and kind of nobody has a notebook on this race.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously this will be my first one, and it's the stadium looks cool. At open stadium, so it could be interesting. Hopefully the rain stays away. I heard the dirt looks pretty good. The track's covered up right now, but press got canceled today, so we'll get to see the track tomorrow, and it's gonna be good. Had a couple of good weeks testing and riding with the team, and I'm looking forward to this race and getting that first win.
I was gonna say, you've been awfully close, but we're running out of races.
Hey, we're running out of races. We got to make this thing happen. It's been close. Austin's been riding super good. I mean, you can't take anything away from him. So just try and get out in front and just go. I gotta go out there and get everything I have. I feel like I've been not holding back, but just not riding to my full potential the last two or three races. So this weekend's it's gonna be it.
Can you be almost out there thinking too much and just not riding unconsciously?
Yeah, kind of just thinking too much and kind of being a little cautious, I think. And I had a few just struggling with the bike a little bit, and but the team's been really good. We've been making a lot of progress, and I think we made the changes we need to. So looking forward to this weekend and going out there and just sending it, I guess.
Cool look on the bike for this weekend.
Yeah, the bike looks super good. We got the St. Jude graphics, which is awesome, and it's a cool race to be supporting them. And looking forward to putting it up on the top step tomorrow.
Good luck out there.
Thanks.